Hell yeah, brother. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Gotcha.
We have a 2005 manual truck. It's a customer of Papil Diesel Performance. Matt brought the truck down to have it dynoed. The customer wants it tuned, obviously, and see what kind of power it can make. So I flashed a tune into it. The truck has 100% extra G injectors, a 12 mil extra G CP3, and a Taterbilt 6767. With a max effort tune, or on the max effort tune, we made 873 horsepower and 1,458 foot-pounds of torque on the max effort tune. And then he also wanted a lower horsepower tune just in case 870 horsepower was too much for pulling wagons around the farm. So I gave him a 721 horsepower tune. So I'll get him off the dyno and send him on the way.
Hey guys, Rick Fox here. I kind of wanted to go over this is my 590 truck that I've been running for the last couple years. Kind of going to go over my plans for the next year. I've got this truck sold. It leaves today. It's going to go out to Missouri. I think he's going to run Pro Street with it. I've had this truck for 13 years now, and in this time it's progressed from a street truck into fiberglass cab, full fiberglass body, almost tube chassis truck. And it being like that makes it pretty hard to do any kind of street driving, and that's kind of what I miss doing mostly in this. So I want to go to a truck that I can do some street driving with and I can also go fast with. The new build we're going to do is going to be mid-80s C10. It's going to be steel cab, steel bedsides. It's going to be full tube chassis. We're going to do a D&J motor with extra G injectors, 214 mil CP3s. We'll go ahead and do a Bosch standalone in that. And I've talked to Bogart and TBM. They're on board with doing wheels and tires and brakes. So you guys will have to stay tuned for the rest of this year and then into 2020 as we cover that build series on that truck.
Hey, we are at Kill Care for a Thursday night test and tune. Brought the S10 out, we put new tires on it since our weekend at Rudy's, and we've got some smoke map changes that we're changing, some progressive fueling in the 60 foot. So tonight, ideally we're working on the 60 foot more than we're working on our quarter mile time. To go fast, or eighth mile time. To go fast in the eighth, you have to first go fast to the 60 foot. So that's why we're here tonight, and see if we can get some progress made. Okay, we just got back from the first pass and went 114 to the 60 foot, which is slow, but our 330 time was right on par with the others because we actually added more power down track. We saw 2.8 Gs, 2.5 seconds in the run, which is way more than we've ever had before. Normally we're around 2 Gs, 2.5 seconds in. So we're basically changing our power curve to try to build as aggressive of a ramp into peak power as possible. And that's really what we need. It's just test time so that we can get different strategies to get into peak power. And while we're points racing, we don't dare make changes, or make aggressive changes. So this is what a test night is like this, is literally we look at the data and go as aggressive as we want. We kick the tires, big whoop-de-doo, we come back and do it again. Okay, second round. The truck's still going left when it drives into power, so we're going to put a little bit more rear steer in it and also make some shock adjustments so we can plant the tire a little bit harder and go for round 3. Alright, third pass went a lot better. Went 111 60 foot. The power management that we're putting in it is really good. We were in power for 2.4 seconds and we coasted to pretty much our best 3:30 time. So I think we've definitely made some progress. We're out of time. They closed the staging lanes, but we've got 3 passes in. We made progress in the way we wanted to, so we are ready for the next test session or the next race weekend. We think we can probably put a better time on the board than we ever have before. So but that's what testing's all about, is see what we can learn and the stuff that we don't dare do on a race weekend. So it was a good evening all together, and we go back home and get these kids to bed.